Hey everybody, it's Candy here, and this is the first episode of Candy Drop. Candy Drop is my new podcast, and the reason I wanted to do a podcast is because we have recently launched shopredbag.com. Shopredbag.com is a store. Oh, hold on a minute. Let's get my chef in here. And let's see, we've invited her to join. Let's add her in here. All right, invite. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? How
I
are
am
you?
so happy to see you. Let me turn you up and then we're going to get started. This is so great.
Okay.
Let's see, you might want to put your heads cut off. So when you I
Okay.
know.
I
Can you
didn't bring
tilt
a
your
chair
can
over
you tilt your
here.
camera back?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm so
Oh,
happy you have everything lined up in the kitchen because I want to talk about
okay.
recipes and how we can cook stuff. You're still cut off. What can we do? Can you make it
I,
higher?
I can see. I see the top of my head. You don't see the top of
You
my head?
don't, but we're split in half. So,
Oh,
yes, because I had a lot of headroom too, but
okay.
once
Let
it
me pull
splits
it
in
back
half,
just a teeny bit more.
yeah, go back a little more. Let's see. Sorry, everybody. Hey, guys. This is the Candy Drop. So good to see you guys. Hello, hello. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So I am, let's see, you're in there. Okay. That looks good. I can't wait to talk about all your seasonings and butters because I was cooking last night and I actually didn't have the seasonings here, but I'm going to tell you what I cooked and you can tell me that it would have worked out. So,
Okay.
I am Candy Carter. I'm the CEO of Sistas Media, and I also have shopredbag.com. Shopredbag.com is our brand new initiative. It's a movement. It is a store that features all brands that fall under the DEI umbrella who've
Yeah.
been impacted by the recent rollbacks and retail. And we have Black owned brands, women owned brands, veteran owned brands, brands from folks with disabilities, LGBTQIA plus brands, and we continue to grow every single day. We're adding brands every single day. So I want to welcome my first guest on the Candy Drop, Chef Joanne Thomas. Thank you. Welcome.
I'm a
So
first
good to
guest.
see you.
Okay, I'm excited.
So, Chef Joanne Thomas is a world renowned chef, author, two cookbooks, caterer, entrepreneur, and veteran. And in shopredback.com, Chef Joanne has seasonings, seasoned butters. I'm looking at it right here. Oh, and you have the seasoned flour. So we
Friday
have to
battle.
talk about that. So let's get started. First of all, tell me a little bit about yourself, how you started your company, and how it was your passion to cook, and then all of a sudden it became a big about that.
Okay, so I started cooking when I was 6 years old with my easy bake oven. A lot of people can relate to that. I did not know that hospitality or culinary was my passion at when I was younger. As I got older, graduated high school, went to the Marine Corps, I learned batch cooking. I mean, I've never seen pots that I had to literally climb up a ladder to, put ingredients in. So I learned a lot about cooking for, big groups and things like that. But I always found a reason to have a party. Whenever there was something to celebrate, it could be as small as, oh, my son used the potty today for the first time. Okay, let's have a party. So, whatever reason that I could have to bring people together with food, I would do that. Food is a universal love language. Um, so, after I got out the Marine Corps, worked for the state of Illinois, and again, I would just have parties at work in the office for people.
Mhm.
And one of my coworkers was like, "You should go to culinary school," and I was like, "Maybe I should.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I should go to culinary school." So I went to
Yeah.
culinary school, got multiple certificates, two associate degrees, and a bachelor's degree in restaurant management. I started a part
Okay.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Underachiever. You're just an
right,
underachiever. It's all good.
right, right, and Marine veteran at that.
I
Um,
love it. I love it.
I, started a part-time catering company back in 2006. I did it for just family and friends, just for, again, something to do.
Hmm.
I worked for everybody else, front of the house, back of the house, school district, banquet halls,
Yeah.
hospitals, you name it, I did it. The last job I had was an executive chef at a university here in Chicago.
Okay.
In the pandemic, lost my executive chef job, decided to shift and rebrand my part-time catering company into a full corporation. I released
Nice.
the retail collection of the spices. I launched the two cookbooks, self-published. I introduced private chef dinners, well, private cooking classes in the pandemic virtually because we
Okay.
couldn't go anywhere.
I love that.
So,
And by the way, we're going to talk recipes tonight because you have incredible seasonings. I mean, you have brown sugar butter, right? Am I correct? Brown
yeah,
sugar butter, cinnamon butter. I want to talk about the Oh My Garlic or OM garlic and butter me honey
yeah,
and then flavored flour. I mean, like, come on, y'all. You know what it's like to like you want to fry up some chicken, so you got to put the flour down, then you got to get the seasoned salt, and you got to get the blah blah blah. My mother used to always like when she fried chicken, she would put the flour in there, and she was like, don't even put anything into that flour until it's orangey, right? So it has enough color from the seasoning. So
yes,
you
yes.
do all that work for us, which is great.
I did it all for you. And these fry batters can be used in the air fryer too, because a lot of us trying to be health conscious. And so what
Okay.
I also do with my private chef dinners, I do elevated comfort food. And so a
Yep.
lot of times in our culture, we eat, the fried chicken or the fried this and the collard greens and with
Hmm.
the salt pork. And that's how it used to be back in the day. But I create those for my private dining experiences on a more healthy level. So
Hmm.
they still get the comfort food. They still can get the fish, but it'll be, roasted or, they'll get a sauteed kale instead of the collard greens with salt pork. So I teach people also how to create gourmet meals. And
Hmm.
I absolutely love what I do. I also teach culinary at the local high school as well, culinary classes.
Oh, good. I love it. And so again, we're talking to Chef Joanne Thomas. You're based in Chicago.
I'm in Huntley, which is a suburb of Chicago. Yeah.
Okay, so I worked at Oprah for many years. So I lived in Uptown, and then I lived in Oak Park for many, many years.
Okay.
So love Chicago. But Chef Joanne Thomas is one of our featured brands in shopredbag.com. And shopredbag.com is where we're featuring Black owned brands, women owned brands, veteran owned brands. You check so many boxes. Um, thing. Because when you go to shopredbag.com, you
Yeah.
can click on browse categories, so you can shop veteran owned brands, you can shop Black owned brands, you can shop women owned brands. So I suspect you're in each of those categories, which is a good thing. Now, let me ask you before we get to the recipes and how to actually, like, let's talk through your products, because what I'm trying to get people to do is change their habits.
Yes.
If you need seasonings, if you need flavored butters, go to shopredbag.com and buy it. It's going to last you a while. You're going to figure out what you like, and then you can go back. We're in a time where we have major corporations saying, we don't want you, we don't respect you, and we're not going to do anything for you. We
Yes.
should not be spending our money with these retailers. So what we've done at shopredbud.com is we've brought on Chef Joanne Thomas, who has seasonings, things that you can have in your home. So you don't have to go to those major retailers to get it. But I think the one thing I want to mention to people is that a lot of the brands of color or under the DEI umbrella that are in the store take a lot of pride in having ingredients that are healthy, fresh, no artificial coloring, none of the bad things. So we're lazy and we cheat and we just run into these stores that don't want us and we buy all this processed food that's killing us. It's
Mhm.
bad for us. But the brands that we have in our store, whether it's skincare, hair care, food, you'll notice in the descriptions that the ingredients are good for you
Yes.
because
Plain
we are
ingredients.
taking the time to take care of us. So you were intentional about that. Tell me about the ingredients in your products, your seasonings, your butters, your
Yes.
flours.
And I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't understand the importance of that. Like all of my ingredients are clean ingredients. And when I teach people or talk to people about, eating healthy, you're supposed to look for foods that don't really have labels, like chicken, potato, lettuce,
That's right.
egg, you know. But if we get a bottle, for example, my signature spice blend is the number one selling blend. The ingredients say kosher salt, roasted garlic blend, black pepper, onion powder. There's no fillers, there's no additives, and it has everything that you need. So all of my spices are full body blends. Where a lot of times people get a seasoning salt, whatever brand that is, and then they have
Yep.
to add pepper or they have to add garlic or they have to add
Hmm.
something. You don't have to add anything. Everything that you need is right in the bottle.
So let me tell you what I cooked last night. So I don't know where I saw this recipe. So my favorite cookbook is TikTok.
Most people.
I'm not even kidding. It's like 60 seconds. So I can't wait to make the chicken that I made last night because I had to mix so much stuff on this chicken and I could have just taken one of your seasonings and just done it, right? So
Yeah.
the recipe was chicken legs. Like I got 2 packs of chicken legs, washed them, threw them in a bowl, right? Then you're seasoning up. I could have just literally put all your seasoning in,
Yeah.
worked it up. Guess what else it called for? Seasoned flour. So I had to then go season the flour. You already have seasoned flour. So I would have just put your flour on there, mixed it in. Then you seared it a bit on the pot, on the stove, just to get a little bit of brown. Put it in a crock pot and add a little water on the bottom, onion, bell pepper, let it cook on high for 4.5 hours. So I'm going to remake that dish with your seasoning and your flour. And it's going to be so much easier, so much faster, and will probably taste better.
Of course. And another thing with this flour, this fry batter, it's a fry batter, but it's you can use it for other things. So, for example, you can use it to make a gravy. Like a
Mhm.
lot of people don't know how to make homemade gravy. A
Yeah.
little oil in a skillet, some of the signature batter, cook it until it's a little brown. Add your
Mhm.
chicken stock, and there's your gravy.
Well, let's talk about your batters for a minute because I wrote this down. So your batters you can mix with beer,
Yes.
water, you can do it dry, and you can use it in the air fryer. So let's start by telling me the names of the batters because they have great names.
Okay, so the batter line is it don't get better than this, and it's based off of all of my products have fun names, which I
I
love.
love it. I
I love
love it.
it. So my signature spice blend is a roasted garlic herb blend. It's available in low sodium and salt free, which is called Don't Be Salty. So the fry batter is based off of the signature blend. I also have I like it spicy, which is a smoky Cajun blend, and
And
then
wait, and I saw, well, that's the batter, but you also have the seasoning, the Cajun seasoning that goes
yes,
with the batter. So on shopredbag.com, you buy the bundle. You buy the flour and you buy the seasoning together. And
yes,
one of the dishes that I saw you had with the spicy bundle was shrimp and grits.
yes. So the spicy batter can be used for like a lot of people. When, even with the butters, and we'll get into the butters, but they always ask me because I do farmers markets every Saturday. I have a farmers market
Mhm.
on Friday nights and Saturday mornings. So they're always asking, so what can I use this on? Or
Mhm.
especially with the butters, they're just like, oh, well, I could put this on bread. Think out the box. I need y'all to think more than just bread. We'll get to that. But
Because your tagline is gourmet taste to your kitchen. So, okay, now let's wait. So let's talk about the butter. So shopredbag.com, guys. Change your habits. Shop with shopredbag.com with Chef Joanne Thomas. She's a veteran. She's a black owned business. She's a female owned business. And she has incredible spices, spiced butters, batters. So let's talk about the butter because you have savory and sweet.
yes.
So talk to me about the butter that you have and then real application. What am I using this butter for? What am I cooking with this butter? What am I cooking with this butter?
So I have this to go down the line of butters. I have butter me honey, which is a honey vanilla bean butter. I have OM garlic, which is a roasted garlic herb butter. I have
Okay.
sweet and sassy, which is a honey sriracha butter. I have brown sugar babe, which is a cinnamon butter, and then
Mm.
indulge me is a chocolate butter.
Okay. So, all right. So, I need you to tell me with each of those butters, what are we cooking? Just give me
Okay,
one idea. Give
so
me an idea for the chocolate. How do we
so
use the
the
chocolate
chocolate
butter?
butter, believe it or not, lamb chops, grilled lamb chops with the chocolate butter. Yes.
What?
Yes. And so a beef tenderloin, you know how you had a coffee crusted beef tenderloin?
Hmm.
You rub the beef tenderloin down with the chocolate butter and season it with the signature blend with a signature blend and coffee mixture and
Hmm.
roast that beef tenderloin. You
Oh,
can
you
melt the butter.
roast it.
Yes,
Okay. And then at the end, so you're gonna rub it down, season it, roast it on 400 for what, 25 minutes?
probably it depends on the thickness to see, how long it would take,
Sure.
but until it's about a medium temperature, so about 140 degrees.
And so does it kind of caramelize on the outside?
Yes,
Oh, I love that.
yes.
Okay, let's talk about the cinnamon butter. Let's see. What are we
All
doing with
right.
the cinnamon butter?
Brown sugar, cinnamon butter. People automatically bread. Okay, yes, we can do French toast. I always, when I do my
Oh,
brunches,
French
I use
toast.
that for French toast. But I also do it on a roasted pork, saute apples, sweet
Oh,
potatoes. You
okay.
see? Uh huh.
So put it in. So tell me how you're doing sweet potatoes. You're
So, like a
boiling them
baked
down.
sweet
What are you
potato,
doing?
you know how you have a loaded baked potato, you have butter and
Ooh,
cheese and all of that. With a baked
yes.
sweet potato, you just put the brown sugar, cinnamon butter,
Oh my gosh. I am
and you can
literally, that
crumble
is
some.
so good.
Yes, and it's healthy.
And
And you can crumble some
that's a
roasted
great thing.
walnuts or something on there.
Oh, I love that. Some black baby Caesar said, I'm hungry. Yeah, black baby Jesus, I'm hungry. Me too. No, but I love the baked potato idea. I love the sweet potato idea because that's a great thing for people to take to work. You can
Yes.
bake, you can put three potatoes in the oven, bake them, and you can take one to work every day, put your butter next to it, pop it in the microwave, and eat. And oh, that sounds delicious. Okay, what's the next butter? Let's do the garlic butter.
Okay, the Owen garlic butter is the number one selling butter. Everybody use that for everything. Of course, I use it for a steak, a
I was
mashed
about to say
potato.
steak.
Yes,
Yeah.
a steak, the mashed potatoes, roasted vegetables, of course, a baked potato. Like there's garlic bread, and see, garlic bread was the last thing I said, but so many other things like sauteing your chicken, making your breakfast potatoes. Like there's so many different things that you can do with that garlic butter.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, what's the next butter?
Sweet and sassy honey sriracha. That's one of my favorites. I mean, all of them are my favorites, but is one of my favorites. I
Okay.
use it for avocado toast in the morning. So,
Okay, walk me through that. Walk me through that.
okay, so you toast your bread.
Hmm.
You put the sweet and sassy honey sriracha on it. You thinly slice your avocado, lay it on top of the bread, and then sprinkle it with the lemony pepper
Ooh,
spice blend.
yum.
Yes,
I love that. Well, we
yes.
are talking to Chef Joanne Thomas. She is one of the featured brands in shopredbag.com. She's a veteran. She's a Black woman owned business. And she's a female owned business. And at shopredbag.com, we are featuring brands that fall under the DEI umbrella. We're featuring brands that have been impacted by the DEI rollbacks, brands who didn't even get the opportunity to get into retail. Where do you find them? Where do you shop? You shop at Shop Red Bag. So this is really exciting and important because Chef Joanne has spices, butters that are flavored, batters that are flavored. We have them on shopredbag.com. Y'all need to go there and shop and get it for your kitchen. And her line is Gourmet Taste to the Kitchen. Is that your phone ringing? I hear a phone ringing. Hold on, Chef Joanne. Is that your phone? Oh, I was like, I hear a phone ringing.
My phone, but with a little love in every bite.
She
That's
said, okay, we have a question. What do you use sriracha on?
so sriracha can be perfect for seafood. So
Oh,
you get that.
seafood. Okay,
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So,
Yep.
how are you cooking it? Are you just sautéing? What are you doing? Are
So
you baking it?
you saute with it. It could be a finisher as well. So it's like, for example, you season your shrimp with I like it spicy spice blend. And then when it's almost done, you put a little tablespoon or teaspoon of the sweet satin honey sriracha butter in there just to coat it. I also like to put my roasted zucchini and squash in a skillet on the grill in the summertime
Oh, I
and
like
put
that.
that sweet sassy honey sriracha butter in and just let the grill cook it.
Oh, that's a great. I'm literally going to do that. That's great. And which vegetables do you do it with? What do you like to
Squash, bell peppers, onions, yes,
squash, bell pepper, onion,
and zucchini.
and zucchini? Okay, all together. Put it like a cast iron. Stick it
Yes,
on the grill.
yep,
Add the butter. Just let it kind of cook down.
yes.
Oh, I love that idea. That is a great. I have been roasting vegetables on my grill just in foil. Do a little bit of olive oil and seasoning, but I can't wait to season everything with your seasonings because the lemony. Are we out of the lemony right now? We're out of lemony batter on Shop
No,
Red Bag.
it's available. I just didn't have any here,
Oh, at the
but
house.
yes,
Okay, so everything's available on
yes,
shopredbag.com.
everything is available. Yes.
Very, very good. So before we go, is there anything else you want to tell? Oh, have you been impacted at all, or either you've been impacted, or what are your feelings around the rollbacks in major retailers, and how does this impact a woman-owned business? How does this impact a veteran-owned business? How does this impact a Black-owned business like yours? Because
You know,
I don't think people really understand the full extent of how this is hurting our communities.
exactly. And people don't understand it's already harder for us as a woman owned, as a Black owned, to get into the big box stores. It's already challenging for us. And so now that they've rolled back those, it's like we can forget about even, trying to go that route. And
Hmm.
so I'm grateful that I have my own platform. I'm now connected with your platform and word of mouth is the best advertisement. And so when people use my products, they are repeat customers.
Hmm.
But the DEI rollbacks have been, I had so many applications out there for other, big box stores. And then all of a sudden I got these emails like, I'm sorry, we decided to, your application wasn't approved or, you know, we chose other people or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, I know why it wasn't approved, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to let that stop me. I have been, the type of person that has been resilient throughout my entire life. So I will keep moving forward and by any means necessary.
Well, and that is exactly the reason why we started Shop Red Bag. So it's not just an online store, it's a movement. It's a
Yes,
movement. We have merch shirts on the store that say, I heart Black owned brands, I heart veteran owned brands. We want people to get the word out and the message out that we are building community. So, where God bless him, Jamal Bryant has pulled billions of dollars away from these big retailers who decided to turn their backs on us,
mhm,
we can now take all of that money and bring it into our communities. And
yes,
once you start, you don't stop. To your point, everybody who buys your stuff, they're repeat customers. And that's why we need to get people to shop Red Bag.
yes,
Try these quality products. I mean, literally, I would say most of the products in the store would qualify or are organic because folks in these different categories and communities are like, no more with the mass products that are bad for our
yes,
skin and that have chemicals in them that are bad for us, or glasses that don't fit our features. We have
yes,
so many brands in the store that speak to that.
yes. So I'm very happy about it. I'm very proud of my collection because again, it's clean products, clean ingredients, labels, and that you can read and understand what it is.
Yeah.
Again, once the customers try it, they love it. I get surprised as well when customers come to me and tell me, "Oh, guess what I did? I used your product for this. So guess what I did with that?" And it's just like, "Oh, wow, that's another thing for me to tell somebody how to use my product." So my customers are very creative with using my products, and I as well try to get them to, think outside of the box, especially with the butters. Don't just think bread. Think about cooking. And if you have questions or if you purchase a product and you're not completely sure as to how to use it, reach out to me. I will be more than happy to assist you, give you guidance, direction, etc.
So here's my last question for you. And again, everybody, this is Chef Joanne Thomas. She is featured on shopredbag.com. She's a world renowned chef, author, entrepreneur, caterer, all the things, veteran, Black woman, checks all the boxes, and has an incredible product, an incredible product, the best seasonings, flavored batter. You don't have to go seasoning your flour anymore. You don't have to go adding salt and all these, which I
Let me,
did the
can
other
I say
night.
something about the batter real quick before? Because
Yes, yes,
let
yes.
me tell people how to use this. So you
Okay.
either add cold water or cold beer if you want a wet batter. If you like your chicken or your fish extra crispy, I highly suggest to do a wet batter. Most people think the dry batter will give you that crispiness. The wet batter will.
Okay, so walk us through how that exactly what we're doing. So tell me about how we do wet batter. So
So
Chef Joanne has batters, and she's saying you can mix it with beer or water. So we're making fried chicken. Take me from step A all the way through.
okay. So I love more flavor in my chicken. The batters have flavor in it, but I like extra flavor. So of course you clean your chicken, you towel pat it dry. I season it with whichever batter I'm using. I season the chicken a little with that spice. And then the batter mix, I add cold water or cold beer. You want the consistency to be like a pancake batter. So you want it to be thick.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
that's
you
just separate bowl. You're mixing. So you're making like a
exactly. So you
pancake
mix in
mix.
the batter
Okay.
in separate bowl with either cold water, cold beer. Then you add your chicken or your fish or your vegetables because you can use it as a tempura batter.
Okay.
Shake off the excess and then fry it straight from the wet. Yes,
Wow. And then what
that's
does
how you
that
get
look
that.
like when it comes like what is because I've never fried wet batter chicken. So and you don't and you're literally not putting it in a dry powder after that. You're dipping it in the wet right into the grease.
Yes.
Okay.
If
Can
you're
you do
doing
that
it
in
in
the
the
air
air
fryer?
fryer, if you're doing it in the air fryer, so you want to pan spray the bottom of the air fryer, let that get hot for about 2 minutes before you lay a even layer of your meat product, chicken, whatever you're cooking, and then spray the top of that with a pan spray, and then cook that in the air fryer.
Oh, I cannot wait to do
Yes,
this. And is it really a lot more flavorful if you do it with beer versus water?
it's a lot more flavor, but the flavor is really in the batter.
Oh, true. Okay.
You
So
can get that beer taste if you put the beer in the batter, but if you want that extra crispy crunch when you bite into it, do the wet batter.
okay. All right. I love that. Chef Joanne Thomas, thank you so much for being on the first episode of the Candy Drop. Every Thursday at 6 p.m., we were a little late today, but every Thursday at 6 p.m., we're going to be interviewing founders who are in the shopredbag.com store. Check out shopredbag.com. Chef Joanne Thomas's products are there. You buy the bundle, you get flavored batter and seasonings. And when you have the seasoning, it's all you need. You don't have to add salt, you don't have to add pepper. It is seasoning in a box,
Yeah.
literally. Um, Free shipping. So check it out on shopredbag.com. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for having me.
Yep, we're so excited to have you on shopredbag.com. So we'll see you guys over at Shop Red Bag. Check out now.
Bye.
Bye bye.